Chuck, we haven't talked to you since your big game against UNC. I mean, what's 44 minutes, right? I mean, how did you, make sure you stayed out of foul trouble, but also played at that high level at the same time?
I think it was just already like a mental thing. Like, seeing how we got to 4 overtimes, fatigue starts to hit. But like, it's just really it's really just about like being disciplined, no matter how tired you are.
For Charles, just being here last year, there were some big wins, but it wasn't always sustained coming out of those wins. Just how much have you discussed that in terms of sustaining the momentum from a big win into the next game to keep it going?
Yeah, we literally just talked about it before practice. Big wins like this, it's good, but you never want to be too high or too low. You just keep on prepare like how you prepare for any other game. Don't change anything. Just it's a maturity level type of thing. So.
Two questions for Charles. First, 44 minutes, is that the longest you've ever played? Like, what was the longest you've been on the basketball court before?
Yeah, that was the longest.
That was the longest. Yeah. So, I mean, after the game, what was that? Were you just completely exhausted after that? Like, what'd you have to do to kind of recover after all that?
Recover. I mean, I had about 2.5 days to recover. I still feel tired, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, after that game, I just, knocked out on the plane.
Last thing I want to ask was just, about going through kind of what Mike was saying, just how important is it to kind of learn from those experiences early in the season about trying to be consistent game in and game out, especially for this team this year?
Yeah, it's really important, obviously, as what happened last year happened. Just like I reiterated before, just don't be complacent because, anybody could be beaten at any given date or time. It's college basketball, high level, so, yeah.
For either guy, just how that tournament ended, beating North Carolina and just going 2-1, what kind of confidence does that give y'all going to the rest of the season, kind of competing against some high-level teams and coming away with wins?
That's a great win for us. I think it was it's been a long time since Alabama has been a number one team. So to be able to repeat, kind of that history and just get a big win like that. But, we got to stay consistent and just keep getting wins. So.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question?
Yeah, just what kind of confidence does y'all's performance in Portland kind of give you going into the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's definitely given us confidence. Obviously, not really we would love to, win it all over there, but, it's basketball. You win some, you lose some. So just coming up at 2-1, I think that's really helped our team. Guys starting to find their confidence and just got to keep that going, keep on working hard, and always staying hungry.
Yeah, Jaden, for you, obviously with the minutes that guards were having to play, Mark, had to play a lot of minutes in the regulation, and then you had to step up late. I mean, as a freshman, what's behind that poise to make sure that you're stepping up in those moments in overtimes?
Yeah, that's something that Coach talked about yesterday, kind of. We're a deep team, and it's going to be somebody's night, and you might be on the bench, and you got to be ready when your number is called. So I just want to give credit to my teammates, playing that overtime, and my number was called. I was happy I was able to provide for my team at the time. So.
Yeah, Jaden, kind of on that, being a star player coming out of high school, 5-star kid, not used to coming off the bench. How much of an adjustment has that been, just mentally kind of getting used to, coming off the bench? And do you get an advantage of seeing the game at all, or what's that like?
Yeah, definitely get an advantage. I get to see how the team's playing, how they're guarding us, how I can come in and just make an impact. And, with Mark Sears and Javon Quinterly, two veteran guys, just teaching me the ways and just helping me get better as throughout the season. So it's good.
For either guy, just after being out west for a week, how nice is it to be back home and getting to play at home again this Saturday?
Yeah, glad to be back for sure. Portland's nice, but it was raining a lot. It got dark faster, time zone. So it's good to be back. Back on home court, home floor facilities. So yeah, pretty happy to be back.
Yeah, definitely. You know, my sleep schedule kind of got messed up over there, time difference, and just being able to play in front of fans again. I mean, we had a great fan base out there, but it's nothing like playing at home. So.
Good.